Let's talk about F-Zero. Is there a possibility that there could be a new F-Zero game? Not really. Actually, not to come to think of it, it's been about 22 years since the last game. I'm pretty sure it was on like Game Boy or something. No one new will pick it up if they actually see it. Because like, 22 years ago, no kids nowadays know what a fucking Game Boy Advance is, because they won't have it unless you're a really good parent and are into games. Because being a really good parent does not mean that you have to have given your children Game Boy Advances, because it's not really... Yeah, don't let me freaking tell you what to do as a parent. I'm fucking 17. Anyway, no kids will will appreciate it really, because other than Super Smash Bros, they don't really know much about F-Zero, because the last game that anyone would have played on a console would be GameCube, which was actually the only time I ever played F-Zero, and that was one time. And when I did play it, it wasn't for very long because I got mad because I kept crashing. So, not very good at the game, so I wouldn't buy it if anything. Would it be good to make a new F-Zero game? I guess, because there's the whole nostalgia factor, and the fact that YouTubers are still things, like gaming channels are still things, and sort of sway people's opinions and everything. So, if you're looking to get an advertisement, don't put down YouTube, Nintendo. They're advertising your games, if anything. They're giving them reviews. I know they're giving away the whole aspect of playing your games, but some things you just got to deal with, you know. It's like someone gives a review of your game, right? And then you go online, it's like, what are they doing? That's my game they're talking about. No, we don't appreciate this. We're taking money from you mentioning our games. That's sort of what you're doing there when it comes to... Getting distracted by the shadows. That's sort of what you're doing when it comes to taking away money from YouTubers for playing your games. F-Zero, I wouldn't suggest making a new game, because other than Super Smash Bros, kids nowadays won't really want to play it, because they've never actually had the... What is that word again? The pleasure. They've never actually had the pleasure of playing an F-Zero game, because I doubt that any parents nowadays actually have a copy of F-Zero GP on their Game Boy Advance, which still works and doesn't break every 2 seconds. Would I be hyped about an F-Zero game? Not really, because I wasn't exactly one to focus in the game, because I only played it once, and when I did play it once, it wasn't exactly a great experience, mostly because I'm not good at racing games. When it comes to stuff like Mario Kart, I'm not exactly a big person to want to play it, and when I do play it, I don't exactly come first. Which is also another fact, actually. Another point. It's another point. It's not another fact. Another point is Mario Kart, because I'm gonna be distracted every 2 seconds. Another point would be Mario Kart, seeing how it now got 8 games out since the Nintendo Entertainment System. Was it the Famicom back then? Probably. I don't remember anyways. Mario Kart has been going since every single home console. NES, Super Mario Kart, Mario Kart 64, and then on and on and on. And now it's Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart was on DS 1 point or 2 points, I don't remember. No, it was Mario Kart 7, then it was Mario Kart. It was Mario Kart on Wii, Mario Kart DS, and then it was Mario Kart 7 on the Wii. What was Mario Kart 7? What? Anyways, my point is, Mario Kart will be more looked upon than F-Zero, because if you release an F-Zero game after you release a Mario Kart game, and people still have not bought Mario Kart, they won't go, oh, it's F-Zero, I'll buy that instead because it's such a great game, I know everything about it, because, they won't know anything about it because it's F-Zero. Not everyone has had a Game Boy Advance? Not everyone has had a Game Boy Advance to play it on, for the last game in 2003. Was it 2003? 22 years ago, it was not 2003. The fuck? I'm pretty sure it was 2003 when the last one came out. I don't know what my notes say. It hasn't been a short enough amount of time for kids nowadays to know what F-Zero is. So what I'm trying to say is don't make another one, because if you do, not everyone will buy it, and you'll have lower sale rates than freaking Mario Kart 8. I'm pretty sure it's Mario Kart 8 because that's the freaking... The current Mario Kart would have more sales than F-Zero, just because kids who are 5 years old would know what it is to play Mario Kart, but they won't know what it is to play freaking F-Zero. Forget the name already. Basically, that is it. That is all. I'm wrapping this up. Goodbye.